It's a pleasure to see so many familiar faces today after quite some time. And I'm proud to introduce today, maybe again, or for others who didn't know Steiger, our company. Myself, I'm Carlo Corradi, as mentioned and written here. I'm head of sales of Steiger. First, the content of my presentation today, introduction, of course, of the company. We have 3 business units, and then I would like to show our measures for greater sustainability that we have taken in our company and for our products. But first, a bit of history. Just 2 points, milestones I would like to point out. Next year we are very proud. We have 75 years of Jubilee. It will be a very special event for Steiger. And another milestone I would like to point out is the year 2010. In 2010, we got a new shareholder from China. We are not the only one, that's why I would like to mention it. The Steiger Group, which is considered today as the largest flatbed knitting machine manufacturer worldwide. At that time, many customers, and in brackets, also the competitors, they thought this is the end of Steiger. But I can say today, we are still here, and I believe even stronger. The collaboration with our shareholder Steiger is very close and very fruitful. We in Switzerland, we are focusing today more on the software on our machines, made in Switzerland, but also on the machines made by Steiger. And as a result, this year at ITMA, we shall show the first hybrid machine. That means technology from Switzerland, software and hardware from China. And I'm convinced this hybrid machine gives a very interesting price-quality ratio, and we give, as a Swiss company, the after-sales service for all the machines sold here in Europe. The first business unit is fashion. Knitting and fashion, of course, it's sweater, pullover, you might know, ladies' garment, etc. And Steiger, since the beginning, focused on the technology of Intarsia. That's why Intarsia, it's synonym of Steiger. And still today, top brands in the knitting branch are using our machines, especially for the Intarsia knitting. Today, this sector, this business unit is about 25%. It's a very competitive sector, and our range is rather small. The top machine in the fashion sector is the Antares. We will have a very eye-catching machine on ITMA booth with a gauge 3 machine. It has basically no limits for knitting, especially for the fashion designer. The Antares with the up to 32 colors, 3-system machine, inlay technology, multi-layer knitting, and Intarsia. We will show this machine on our booth in Milano. The second business unit is medical, and here we are really strong. A bit in an ironic way, we could say that our machines are making the end users of knitwear healthy again, who are using all these bandages. The range of product is from mass production, for the knees, for the elbows, but more and more custom made, and this is our strength. The largest manufacturers are using our machines today in Europe. It's Germany, France, Belgium, in Switzerland, Italy, and now also new small growing markets in East Europe and in Northern Africa, namely in Tunisia. This business unit makes already 70% of our turnover. Still in the segment of healthcare products, and again, custom made. This is our philosophy of Steiger. Just to explain you, the products knitted on our machines are ordered directly from the doctors. They send the descriptions, including body masses, to our customers, the producers. Within shortest time, the knitted articles have to be to their patient. Therefore, this requires turnkey solutions for the customer. That's why that we supply machine specifically for each customer, another type of machine, another specification, and a custom-made software. Each big customer has its own really specification, and that makes our position so strong in this market. And all is done by Steiger in the canton of Swiss. Still, medical products. In addition to the usual products, we also maintain strong connections with researchers in the health industry, also with universities. For example, in Sweden, on this picture, you see a product where we inserted electrodes and sensors in the knitwear. This kind of similar project we also have with École d'ingénieurs textile de Roubaix, Technische Universität Dresden, Polytechnicum in Zurich and Lausanne. So we really maintain connections with these schools and universities. The third business unit is technical segment. It's rather a new unit, but growing. And I would like to take the opportunity to introduce our Stitch Lab, a kind of laboratory in Vionnaz. As I mentioned, is a new field of activity. We are offering our knitting know-how to researchers, to small-scale industry, would-be knitters. We listen to their ideas. We check whether is it possible to knit it, to bring it into a machine, into a flat knitting machine. We prepare the complete machine software. We run the trials, we test the materials of the customers and make product tests to the final industrialized product. Next few pictures, just a few examples. This is the European project to produce 3D carbon fiber knit parts for the automotive industry. First was a knitted part, then was plastified and reinforced. Here the final product. Another example was 3D knitting for the aeronautic industry. It was a project called Solar Stratos. We made first on the knitting the front part of the plane and the cover of the plane. And in the meantime, I can also say we delivered machine for production of arms in Europe. It's a small project, but it's already exercised. And flat knitting machines are even knitting buildings. Sorry. Also a sustainability project. By replacing the wooden framework, panels were knitted, fixed together, and ready is the prize-awarded building by the ETH of Zurich. This project was done a few years ago. In the meantime, we have a cooperation with the TU Delft in Holland. The project is for making bridges. First knitting and then the whole process afterwards. Here a beautiful picture of the roof of that building. The next few slides, I would like now come to the point of sustainability. What is Steiger doing? In the year 2018, we made an internal audit. We analyzed the complete value chain, which resulted in action plan such as replacement of the heating system in our factory by a less polluting solution. We installed solar panel, about 1,280 square meter, which covers today 92% of our power needs. So basically all daytime is covered by the solar energy. We enforced internal the recycling policy, so basically no wastage policy. And the result is that we have a recycling potential of 98% of the machine weight. So 88% steel recycled, 8% aluminium, 2% cable and transformators, 1% electronic, and 1% plastic. Last two are not recyclable. And we restudied and re-engineered our machines. So on this comparison, the old technology, right, the new technology, you see here yourself from 41 reduced to 22 electronic boards, more than 150 cable references down to 80, etc. And our machines nowadays, in an average, have about 40% less energy consumption, from 1.4 kilowatt down to 0.83. Another aspect, more by coincidence, the pandemic, COVID-19. It was a difficult time, the whole industry at a standstill. So we decided to use the machines who were in our storage, in our stocks, to make a small production unit. It was a big success with masks. But this attracted also small Swiss companies who wanted to create something really Swiss, from Swiss yarn, Swiss idea, and Swiss brands. So still today we have cooperation with small companies who are producing Swiss fashion, and they do the production in our factory. And these activities provoked a participation at the concours in Canton Wallis, the Pre-ITMA. It's organized by the Chamber of Commerce of Canton of Wallis. They honor local enterprises for their innovation, creativity, and sustainability. And Steiger is proud we won the first prize in 2021 in Canton of Wallis. So, I'm coming to the end. Again, we are small, but we are still here. We want to play a role in the world of the great players. We have on our booth in ITMA eye-catching machines. I hope also we find catching customer. I hope to see you in ITMA. Please come to visit us on our booth. We have really interesting new machines. Thank you for listening today.